You may be wondering why you can't see me. We are all wondering the same thing.
You're all invisible. Hello, and welcome back to Oblivion. Today I don't know, we might just continue with the main quest. Probably what I should do though is just find the city to sell some of all of the stuff we picked up. Almost immediately after this, I ran into a couple of bandits. It was a pretty easy fight. I pretty quickly took down the guy with the shield after fumbling a bit with the controls. I did have a little bit of a problem taking down the archer though, if nothing else, just because I couldn't hit with my bow. Yes.
What is it, citizen?
Well,
duty calls.
Imperial Legion soldier.
Yes?
Oh yeah, there is this tutorial where you can make them like you more. I'm not gonna go through this tutorial, but basically, you do whatever he likes, signified by his, face. So he hates jokes. But he likes boasting a little bit. He likes admiring a lot. I don't know if he likes this.
You can't scare me.
So what you want to do is doing this so that you get the highest one up here.
Please, I'm embarrassed, but thank you.
I think that was about even I went there. Well, it made me go to 51 with him, so he likes me a bit more now.
He's that thief that the Imperial Watch are always going on about. He likes to steal from rich folk.
So he's Robin Hood. Have you had any
Truth
rumors?
Is, the Legion doesn't know who was behind the Emperor's murder. We've already ruled out the Dark Brotherhood.
So the Dark Brotherhood is the Assassin's Guild. So, yeah, pretty much.
Long live the Empire.
Long live the Emperor. Well, I guess you couldn't say long live the Emperor anymore, so... Sure. Hail well in.
Excuse me, we have a small problem that we hope you can help us with. You may be wondering why you can't see me. We are all wondering the same thing.
You're all invisible.
Everyone in Ayleswell suddenly became invisible several weeks ago.
What?
It was sort of fun at first, but the novelty has definitely worn off now.
Several
You
weeks
can imagine
ago.
how difficult it is to run an inn while invisible. Once you get a reputation as a haunted inn, you can just forget about it.
You're not haunted,
So
though.
we've all been keeping quiet, hoping the spell will wear off. But we're running out of patience.
Yeah,
We're
I can
sure
imagine.
it was Ankatar's doing, but we can't find him. If you can help us, we will be extremely grateful.
Who is Ankatar?
He's a wizard who took up residence in the ruins of Fort Caractacus a couple of years ago.
I see.
He's caused us no end of trouble with his magical experiments, but nothing as bad as this. We've tried to find him, but had no luck. If he's still living in the fort, he's hiding from us, and no wonder.
What?
If you could find him and get him to remove this cursed invisibility, we will all be in your debt.
Well, as hilarious as it is that you're just invisible. Sure. Oh wait, I can't do this because I need to be able to see your space to know how it reacts to everything. Alright, this
It's
board.
just to the southeast of here. Follow the path down the hill. But watch out for the invisible monsters that infest the ruins.
There's invisible monsters? It's great.
We're pretty sure he's still hiding out in Fort Caractacus, although he never answers when we've tried to find him.
Of course he doesn't. I can steal his stuff, apparently. Ah, we can read his journal. Today I begin my great project of the spontaneous generation of life. The spontaneous generation of life. I expect there will be difficult days ahead, but if I succeed, my place among the great mages of history will be assured. still not able to reproduce Epidioleus' results with maggots. I'm beginning to think his reputation is overblown. Epidioleus was right. The mistranslation of sunlit to scorching heat explains my earlier problems. From now on, I will work only with the original Daedric, despite the risks. Whoops, didn't mean to close that. Local peasants came by to complain about the noise. I promised them that all that was behind me. A pleasant, if dull-witted crew. One does, I think. The experiment today went better than expected, although the number of rats produced was surprising. They were all remarkably docile, just as Melhelm predicted, although only I have ever proven it empirically. Villagers again, more complaints. You would think they'd never seen a rat before. They are starting to become a real nuisance. I've run into a terrible snag. Galrion's 9th law appears immutable. If the total life generated cannot exceed the cube of the Saurus, this line of research may prove a dead end. I must reread in Epidioleus for any hint that he was able to circumvent this barrier. The locals are becoming insufferable. While I was walking in the woods, some of them broke into my laboratory and spilled the solution I was preparing. Nearly a full quart of purified impgal wasted. They did not seem to grasp the absurdity of a crowd of unwashed peasants with a dung on their boots complaining about the smell. It was well past time I did something about this problem. I dug up the notes from my permanent invisibility thesis. No time like the present to put theory into practice. The spell worked! Not perfect invisibility, of course. Bento's third law. But it was more powerful than I expected. And there were none of the side effects that Professor Traven had predicted. Haha! Even in my youth I was already outstripping my elders. Now I can get back to my real work in peace. Right, so he did just make them all invisible. On purpose. Well, at least now we know that they're not insane. And that this guy actually did this to them.
I told you to leave me alone. Go away. Oblivion take you. What is it you want from me?
Well, they're annoyed by being invisible.
Yes, I have been working on a new invisibility spell. As you can see, it works quite well.
Yes, yes it does.
Oh, really? Everyone in town?
He's not gonna care, is he?
That must have been what all the shouting was about a few weeks ago. I'm afraid I was engrossed in an experiment that required my full attention.
I see.
You see, in order to increase the efficacy of the spell, the radius was likely to approach the... Oh, never mind, I don't mean to
Actually,
bore you.
I want to know, but yeah, just tell me how to reverse it.
You can tell them not to worry. The effect is not actually permanent. It should wear off
eventually.
Well, in a year or two, maybe a bit more. There's no way to be absolutely sure. That's the exciting thing about basic research.
I see. You can't wait for a year.
Really? I find being invisible quite refreshing.
I suppose you would.
But if it will get everyone to leave me alone, fine. I did work out a counterspell last week. If I can just put my hand to it.
Alright, can you see it?
Stand in the center of town to make sure you get everyone. Oh, and make sure... Never mind. It should be fine.
That does not sound like it would be. Reverse invisibility spell?
I've already given you the scroll. Stand in the middle of town, read it, poof! It is exactly like magic.
It is magic.
I am sorry about that. Just use the reverse invisibility scroll I gave you.
I'm not sure that you're actually sorry about it, but we're gonna find out.
Just go away.
I guess this is about middle of town. And let's see. Where's reverse invisibility? On self, it says. I've used the scroll he gave me, and the people of Ailswell are once again visible. Viriam Sensi would probably like to congratulate me on my success. Great! Your luck has been damaged. Oh! Oh no! What, permanently? Oh, that really put my luck down a lot. My luck was 50, now it's 6. Yeah, that's not great. Is that permanent? Goddamn wizards.
Thank you, thank you. I can't tell you how good it feels to be able to see myself again.
Well...
My sisters, on the other hand, I wouldn't mind if they had stayed invisible.
Good point.
Me. Friend, you are welcome at the Ailswell Inn anytime. Free of charge.
Oh, great.
We haven't seen him since that whole invisibility mess. I hope it stays that way.
Well, probably. Oh, you're right there.
Go on.
Ailswell.
I'm glad you were able to help them. I would have done it myself, but I like being invisible.
I see.
Besides, I don't know if they'd have been happy to see me.
Probably not.
I'm glad to hear that the villagers aren't invisible anymore. It will make it easier for me to avoid them.
That's true. Oh, it's a tavern. Of course it is. I'll probably be able to sell stuff here. Knock, knock.
They say
I don't know how to make this request any simpler, but to put it bluntly, Raylan the Gravefinder must die.
Well, fair enough. Hey, let's see what it is about this Gravefinder.
A few months ago, that witch of a necromancer decided to inhabit Moss Rock Cavern just north of my inn. I don't know what she does in there.
Oh, so it's a necromancer.
Frankly, I don't want to know. However, I do know that after she arrived, the woods at night became unsafe.
Yes.
I've seen undead of all types walking in the dark woods near the cave entrance. Now this area is getting a bad reputation, and my business has waned.
I see.
Every day, it seems the number of undead increase. If someone can get into the cave and kill Raylan, maybe we can stem the tide.
So basically, it just
her death pays a handsome bounty. I hope you'll take advantage of the opportunity.
Well, I might. What rumors have you heard?
Everyone's talking about the assassination, of course. Here, take my copy of the new Black Horse Courier. Go ahead, keep it.
Thanks. So that's like the newspaper, I guess. The Black Horse Courier, Special Edition. Emperor and heirs assassinated. Elder Council named as regents. Emperor Earl Septim the 7th is dead. At the age of 87, having ruled Tamriel for 65 years, he was killed by assassins unknown. At the same time, in separate locations, the late Emperor's 3 sons and heirs, Crown Prince Geldril, 56, Prince Engman, 55, Prince Abel, 53. He's been going at it. That's not a lot of years between them. Were slain by other assassins. An investigation into the identity and motives of the assassins is underway, but the Elder Council, Imperial Guard, and Blades Guard have forbidden the publication of reports and rumors concerning the event until further notice. By precedent, the Elder Council rules the Empire until a new Emperor is crowned. No direct heirs survive, and the Council has proposed no list of candidates. Chancellor Oteko, Imperial Battle Mage, speaking for the Elder Council, presented an appeal to the Empire's citizens for calm and asked that the people remember the Emperor, his sons, and the Elder Council in their prayers. Emperor Uriel's early reign was marked by peace and prosperity. Empress Claudia Victoria bore him 3 healthy sons, was a loving companion to the Emperor, and a great favorite of the people. However, the Emperor and the Empire suffered terribly during the Imperial Sacralinium. Third Era 399, when he was held captive in Oblivion, while the usurper Jagar Tarn assumed his appearance and ruled in his stead. Emperor Uriel was finally rescued and restored, and the impostor defeated by the agency of the sorcerer Riga Sulmane and her shadowy protege. But the affairs of the Empire were in great disorder. And Empress Claudia Warrior, exhausted by the ordeal, withdrew from public life. The decades following the Restoration were once again peaceful and prosperous, but increasing political tension among the petty state of Northwest Tamriel finally erupted in the Wars of the Lilac Bays, resulting in the establishment of the modern borders of Daggerfall, Sentinel, Wayrest, and Orsium, and culminating in the remarkable events associated with the Warp in the West. I'm guessing these are some of the things that happens in the earlier games, because there are games before this, but they did not really stand the test of time. Maybe if I do like a very old Let's Play, that's not what it's called. Maybe if I do like a Let's Play of something older, I'll consider doing it of those two. If I can get it running, that's not even a sure thing. The later years of the Emperor's reign have seen the flourishing of imperial influence in the provinces, and with the fortunate resolution of the Righteous Wars and the Vardenfell crisis, and with the wise and firm guidance of King Hestef and his mother, Queen Basorix, an extension of high imperial culture even into the more remote parts of Morrowind. Yeah, so that's probably what happened in Morrowind. The Emperor's murder and the murder of his 3 sons is a terrible crime and a great tragedy for the Empire. Battle Mage or Sato assures us that all the resources of the Elder Council, the Legions, the Guard, the Arcane University, and the Imperial Battle College are being employed to bring the assassins to justice. But in the meantime, the great tribute to bring the greatest to bring the assassins to justice. But in the meantime, the greatest tribute we citizens can offer to the memory of our beloved Emperor is to go earnestly and dignitely about our daily affairs, honoring the life of the great empire he loved so much and so served faithfully for long. Let's go talk to Necromancer and potentially punch him in the face. So I went to the Necromancer's lair in order to beat her up, but I quickly found out that there's actually a bunch of shit you have to do before that. I just skipped that though, and here's the fight with the Necromancer. I tried to just beat her up with my hands, hand to hand, but I found out she's quite a bit stronger than I expected, so I just had to spam potion. Eventually I managed to take her out, and then it was just her little handyman who decided to run away. Well, we managed to clear out the Necromancers. Quest done.
I assume you've dealt with Raylan appropriately.
Yeah, is that...
I realize it's in poor taste to celebrate anyone's demise, but Raylan was evil through and through. You've done the right thing.
I suppose it was a Necromancer.
I believe we had a contract. Here's my part.
20 gold coins! 20 gold coins! You said it was a good contract with a huge amount of gold, and you gave me 20 gold. Okay, next time I'm not helping you.
Thank you for saving my business.
I don't even... Just bye. Bye. Alright. I guess we'll do a little bit of selling again. Oh, no, never mind. It's evening. You know, I'm just gonna end here then, and I'm gonna go do stuff about that next time. So, thanks for watching along, and I'll see you next time where we're continuing the main quest. I'll try not to do too many side quests and focus mainly on the main quest, otherwise we'll be here forever. But thanks for watching along, and I'll see you next Friday.